Hello everyone, Aaron West here, real estate agent in Modesto, California, owner of the West Experience Real Estate Group. Wanted to talk to you guys today about something that is becoming a lot more common in our market and something that happened with our team this morning and a conversation that I had with one of my agents that really thought would be important to talk to you if you're an agent that represents buyer or if you are a buyer who is writing an offer on a home right now. So the question is, in this market, buyers are being required to do some crazy things, remove contingencies, remove appraisal contingencies, remove inspection contingencies, basically totally lock themselves into the house to be able to get their offer accepted because there's just so many offers that are out there. So we have a client that currently did that in order to be the prettiest person at the dance and get their offer accepted and get their dance ticket punched. And so we still advise our clients to write and to do inspections on the property. So we had them go and do a pest inspection, a roof inspection, and a whole home inspection. And when we did the whole home inspection, we came across the fact that the air conditioner doesn't work and that the heater doesn't work. And so my agent came to me and said, what do we do? Because we removed all of our contingencies. Can he back out if he finds this stuff? And the short answer is maybe. And so here's what we did. And one of the reasons why it's so important that you work with a professional, because when something like this happens, these are the areas that really protect you as a buyer. Or if you're an agent, these are the things that being aware of can make a huge difference in helping your client get out of what could potentially be a bad situation. So I asked if the seller had disclosed that, and she said no. So in California, one of the things that we have is a transfer disclosure statement and a seller property questionnaire, which are two disclosures that the seller is required to provide to the buyer so that the buyer knows everything that the seller knows about the property. And one of those questions is, are you in receipt of any reports or estimates? And they checked no to that box. But when we did a little bit more research, we found out that this was a rental, and the rental company had gotten a contractor to have the air conditioner and heater looked at. So the seller was aware of these two things, and they weren't disclosed in that seller transfer or that transfer disclosure statement. So one of the little pieces about California law is with that transfer disclosure statement, you get 3 days to back out once you've received a completed copy of this, an accurate and completed copy of this. So if the seller didn't disclose that, we can ask the seller to fill out that transfer disclosure statement so that we have an accurate and complete transfer disclosure statement. And then we have 3 days as a buyer to be able to back out of this transaction if needed. So even though there are some crazy things that are being done in this market, and the market is very active and buyers are having to do a lot of different things to be able to get their homes accepted, if you know California law and you're familiar with the disclosures and the contract, many times there are still ways for us to be able to protect our clients. So if you are a buyer who is looking to buy and you're jumping through all of these hoops, make sure you're working with an agent who understands and can think outside of the box to be able to protect you. If you're an agent, I hope this was helpful to you, understanding that your buyer has 3 days to back out after they receive that transfer disclosure statement or that seller property questionnaire. Until next time, thank you guys so much for checking in and listening.